So good morning everyone. Once again you are welcome in social science lecture. In today's lecture we will take chapter number first of social and political life, that is our civics part, or you can say the political science part. So let's start chapter number first of civics, that is on equality. So in this chapter, we are going to understand that the Constitution India upholds all Indians as equal. How? Then to find out why inequalities exist in society, and then we will try to find out remedial measures to curb this inequality. So before moving ahead, let's start with a small conversation or a very short story of just one paragraph. So it was an election day, and Nini, a girl, was going with her parents and her younger brother to in a car to towards the polling booth. So when they reach the polling booth, their parents step out of the car and went to cast their vote. Okay, so when they returned back, Nini asked her parents that why they can't vote. So they told her that they are young. They can't vote because they are very young. They are not eligible. Then she saw the peon of her school. He was also going to vote. Then she asked her parents that our peon was also there, standing on the same line where the other voters were also standing to cast their vote. So their parents then explained her that we are living in a democratic country, India, and our constitution has given equal rights to all the citizens of India, and everyone is equal in the eyes of law. So whether it's a peon or a prime minister, they have the same value of their votes. Okay, and all have equal rights. So let's move ahead. So what is equality? So our chapter is on equality. So what is equality? So equality is a state or quality of being equal. Okay, equality means the state of being equal or the quality of being equal. So the Constitution of India states that all Indians are equal. Equality literally means a process where the gap and the difference between two people is minimized. This means that every Indian will get the same treatment in the code of law, irrespective of caste, creed, sex, and religion. Okay. So there are three parameters through which equality can be measured in any society. So before moving ahead, let's discuss more about equality. Okay, so equality means treating all people equal or being equal. Okay. For example, if there is a classroom and there are various students in the class belonging to different castes, following different religions, having different personalities, okay, and having different looks. But when teacher entered the class, he will teach every student equally. He will not see any difference between two students or between any student. Okay. To a teacher, every student is just his student. So whatever he will teach in the class, it will be equally for all the students. So this is called equality. In the society where we are living, We know that we are living in India. In India, there are several people, there are different religions, and especially Sikh and Hindu religion, you will see the society is divided into various castes. Okay, the people belonging to Hindu and Sikh religion are divided into various castes, or you can say a lot number of castes. Okay, so that's why equality is very important in a country like ours. Okay, so that equal status of the people can be maintained. Now, if we have to run a democracy, you know, in democracy, we elect our representatives, okay? And if we are being provided with equal rights of vote, then it will be called a democracy. Okay, for the successful of the democracy, there is a need of equal treatment of all, or there is a need of equality of all the people. Okay, so now moving ahead. So in the chat box, Arpita have questioned or asked that what is franchise. So franchise means a part of or affiliation. Okay, or you can say right. So adult universal adult franchise. Universal adult franchise means we all the people who are adult have the right to vote. Okay. Now, if we want to measure the equality in any country, then we will measure it through three different parameters. First, political equality, then social equality, then economic equality. Okay, three parameters are there to measure the status of equality in any society or any country. So what does this political equality means? Political equality refers to the equal political rights to all the citizens. So, as we have discussed in our short story, that all the people, whether they were peon or whether it was commissioner, they were standing in the single row to cast their vote. Okay. So, in the same way, it means all the people in India have equal value of their vote, and then the Constitution of India says that all the citizens who are 18 years of age and above have the right to vote. This is called universal adult franchise. Means whether he belongs to any religion, any caste, okay, or whether he is male, female, he has the right to vote. Only thing which is taken into consideration is that he must be 18 years old. Okay, 18 or above. Then another political right is that we can stand in election. Okay, if you want that you want to contest the election, you can contest the election. आप election के ऊपर खड़े हो सकते हो, election में खड़े हो सकते हो और वोट मांग सकते हो. इलेक्शन अगर आप इलेक्शन जीत जाते हो तो आप रिप्रेजेंटेटिव बन जाते हो. जी हाँ, जहां से भी आप खड़े होते हो. ओके, सो the implication of this is that everyone is equal, but in reality, not everyone is treated as equal. So in modern democracies, everyone have the right of equality, but still there is lack of some sort of equality, and we will see why it is so. Now, second parameter, so we are talking about three parameters. First is political equality, second is economical economic equality, third will be social. So we discussed political equality means equal political rights to all the citizens. Now, economic equality. So, economic equality refers to a situation or condition where all the citizens of a particular country are equally wealthy because they have had the same opportunities. So, equal economic equality, equal when students, whenever there will be a word economic, it means some sort of financial matter or something related with money, okay, or job. So economic equality means equal distribution of wealth among the citizens. Now, though it is not very possible to achieve perfect economic equality, but still we can maintain a standard of living that where there are no large inequalities between the people. So basically if we are talking about India, then what is economic equality? जब हमारे देश में अमीर और गरीब के बीच में बहुत ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं रह जाएगा, तब हम बोल सकते हैं that now there is economic equality among the people. So you can see that a small number of people in India are very rich while large part of the country is very poor. Okay. So especially those people are poor who belong to lower castes, okay, so-called lower castes in the society. That means there is also a role of caste system or our society also, that economic inequality still exists in the society. So to fill the gap between rich and poor, our government makes various policies. For example, giving financial help to the people, providing job opportunities to the poor people, providing them with ration, okay, and lot more things like that, okay, making their houses or providing such facilities, okay. Now, what is social? Social equality, as I have told you that there are various religions, there are various castes. Okay, some people think they are good from other people. Okay, so it will harm the overall development of or the personal development of the those people who lacks resources, who are poor or who are socially lower. Okay. So to bring social equality, we have to create opportunities of equality to all. Okay, job opportunities, freedom. Okay, freedom. So if we provide people with freedom, okay, then keep cooperation with them, okay, not treating other people lower or not treating other people badly, then we can create a social equality in the country. Here in this pic you can see that people belonging to different religions, different castes, color are equal. This is known as social equality. Okay. So moving ahead. So one of the worst manifestations of social inequality is the practice of untouchability. So there was a custom or there was a habit, you can say, among the people to treat other people badly. Those actually in the Hindu religion, people belonging to lower caste are being treated badly by the people belonging to upper caste. In fact, there was a practice of untouchability. People don't like to touch the people of other castes, or not having relations with other caste people, lower caste people. So after the independence, the Indian constitution abolished or banned the practice of untouchability, and article 17 was given in the constitution to ban or abolish untouchability. Now if anyone practice untouchability, he can be punished under law. Despite all these steps, inequality still permeates our society. Class, religion, okay. So we have to keep these things out of our mind. We should treat everyone equally, because everyone have the right of equality, have the right to live freely without any pressure, without any tension, okay, and have the right to follow the life or spend the life as we want. So as a good citizen of India, we must stop treating others badly or treating others unequal. So everyone is equal in the society.